Hello, 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 hello. All right, here we go, peoples. It's time. It's raw time. Hello. All right. So here we are. I'm actually on time. Wasn't sure if I was going to be or not, but I am. I'm on time. Where am I? Where am I? All right. So here we are, beginning Raw. I don't know who's in here yet. Let's see. Hello, how are you, Biwa? I think I'm saying that right. Let me know if I'm not. Welcome to the stream. This is a stream I do on Monday nights where I kind of do commentary for Raw. I don't know if you watch Raw or not, but sorry. I closed out I went back on the wrong page and screwed myself up and didn't realize it. All right. All right, here we are. Finally. Hello, Anthony. How are you? All right, looks like we have Dolph Ziggler on the commentary team tonight. So it's Michael Cole, Dolph Ziggler, and the other doofus. And we got Dominic versus Seth Rollins in a steel cage match tonight. And it's Drew McIntyre versus Keith Lee, Asuka, and Mickie James. So it should be a pretty good night of Raw. we will have to see if everything goes as it's supposed to. I see. So here comes Drew McIntyre. He is the WWE Monday Night Raw champion. Yeah, I watch it. I haven't really watched much of AEW lately. Because I was working a lot, but I've recently cut down, so hopefully I'll get caught up on AEW more. All right, so we have Drew McIntyre in the ring. It's not the match yet. He's not dressed to compete yet. He's still in his suit, so the match should be still to come. Let me turn this stupid thing down. Really haven't fucking figured that the fuck out yet. So they are just showing a recap of Randy Orton when he challenged Drew McIntyre. And then they're showing the 3 punts that McIntyre took. If you watched last week, you saw that McIntyre then gave Randy 3 claymores. So he kind of got his revenge. Yeah. It would be. All right, so we're still doing recaps. This is when Drew McIntyre came back and gave Randy the 3 claymores throughout the night. And Randy ended up leaving in an ambulance at the end of the night. Yes, I am. Yes, I am from New England, which is East Coast time. Well, if you want to have your Tobies go in there and set it up, so be it. They probably can't figure it out. And we are seeing a recap of the Keith Lee Randy Orton match where Drew McIntyre came in and claymored him a second time. So this would have been the second time during last week. And then towards the end of the show was the third time when Randy was making his way out the building. Yeah. That's wicked awesome sauce. I don't have to go down there for extended, an extra visit, I see, very nice. Yeah, so that would be the balls. I was thinking of having. Thank you, Jet Wash. Over by Eric, Yeah, all right. Well, thank you. Kobe, yeah. So just set me up and. All right. So it's interesting to see if Randy Orton will be on tonight's show. So if you got the set up, then all I have to do is put the mattress. And we have them in 2 weeks, Drew and Randy at Clash of Champions for the title. And Drew is addressing Randy. Oh, hey, what time should we be there? Yeah. He says he considers himself lucky it was only a fractured jaw because he knows Randy wanted to do much more damage. And then talks about the 3 claymores. All right, that's cool. We just weren't sure where we were supposed to be. All right. So he says that he was told to take time off but he would have had to forfeit the title, so he refused.
I do know a little, but yeah.
And he says that he would rather leave Raw in an ambulance every week than forfeit the title.
Ah, there you go.
And he tells Randy to tell the nurse in the hospital to turn up the volume.
Oh, it's only 20 hours? Really? Right. There has to be a limit, right? So, from 5 p.m. to freaking, what? 1 o'clock?
Biwa, I'm not really sure what Mero you're talking about. As I said, I haven't really watched AEW in a while.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious. All right, but yeah, maybe I'll
Jet
have
Wash.
my laptop down there and freaking jump on the Wi-Fi and we'll just broadcast it from my laptop, you know, freaking as another.
And Drew says that he's not. Oh, I know Rusev. I just wasn't sure what his name was there.
All right, later. Yep.
I really don't have any thoughts about it. I don't blame him. Hey, Mr. Strokers, how are you? And he is talking about when he first came up with the Claymore kick. And now we are going to see some of the victims of the Claymore kick. And we have Adam coming out, interrupting Drew. Adam says that Randy's injuries are unknown. Nice, Jet Wash. Oh, and Adam just raised the stakes at Clash of Champions. He said that if Randy can't wrestle and Keith Lee beats Drew tonight, then Keith Lee will be the one to face Drew at Clash of Champions. So far, Jet Wash, we don't have a match. We just have a whole lot of talking. So they are talking about the pay-per-view, which is in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from yesterday, I believe. And now we have Keith Lee coming down to the ring, who faces Drew tonight. Yes, Jet Wash, it's 0-0. For any of you that don't know Jet Wash is incredibly comical. You have to take everything he says with a grain of salt. He can be serious, though. When it comes to hunting, he's serious. Everything else, you kind of have to use your own judgment. Yes, you like to be you, Jet Wash. And we love you for it. I said it again, Jet Wash. I just said I loved you again. Don't tell Jimmy. No, not like AEW does, Biwa. That they do not. I really haven't gotten used to the way AEW does it. Hey, Raven, how are you? We are on a commercial. We all see it. The blue hair. At least somebody loves me, Jet Wash. And Jimmy will probably see it like at least somebody else can love me. He doesn't have to worry about it. And you're usually safe, Jet Wash. He usually doesn't watch this stream because it's all about wrestling. He might have it playing in the background, but he usually doesn't pay much attention. Yes, he is still beautiful inside and out. And he's lovable. Yes. Nice, Biwa. Me too. I've been a wrestling fan pretty much my whole life. Started watching it when I was about 4 or 5 years old with my dad. But Jet Wash, I think, likes a different kind of wrestling. Yes, Jet Wash is Secret Wrestling Camp champion. I don't know where the hell Dreams is. What, did she fall asleep? I know she was up late last night with the round table. She was exhausted on Lisa's stream earlier. Yeah, I pinned Jimmy down for 45 minutes and took his belt off. All right, so we are back and we have the Street Profits coming out, who are WWE Monday Night Raw Tag Team Champions, and they are facing, I'm sorry, they're Friday nights. No, they are Raw. Figgy Full and Loose Knock. And they are facing the Friday Night SmackDown champions, who are Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura. This ought to be a decent match. Wonder where Samoa Joe is. Usually Samoa Joe's out. Not really sure where he is tonight. All right, and here comes Cesaro and Shinsuke. Once again, they are the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. So this is a non-title champion versus champion match. Hi, Queenie. For those of you that don't know, Queenie is my dog, Tilly. And you may hear her at some points during the stream will hear me saying, "Go tell Daddy," because she tends to come to me for everything. My best wrestling move is the flagpole standard. Tilly aspires to be Chinese food one day. Nice dish wash, nice. She's lost a lot of weight though, so she may not have too much meat on her. Hello, beautiful Lisa. How are you? Hey, Donna, what's up? Thank you, thank you. Lisa Jetwash wants to turn chili into Chinese food. All right, nice uppercut by Cesaro, and he is in the ring with Dawkins, Arizamia Roulanton. And now we got Shinsuke, who took Dawkins down, went for the pin. Dawkins pin kicked out at 1. So far, Shinsuke and Cesaro are coming out fighting. And we got Shinsuke with Dawkins in the corner, flings him to the other corner, and Dawkins gives him the big foot when he comes in to do his knee. Gave Shinsuke a nice armbar, knocked him down. Now he's going to tag in. Nice. Montez got a small close pin on Shinsuke, but Shinsuke kicked out. And now we're going to have Montez fly over the top rope like he does, and he gets caught by both Cesaro and Shinsuke, and they throw him up on the barricade back first. And now we are at a commercial. I hate when they take commercials in the middle of a match. Reminds me of a big brother compensating to his blind brother, Doris. Shinsuke is one of the more skilled wrestlers. Yes, he is. Over the top rope, big flash, splash, jet wash. And got caught for it. That's what I said, Lisa. I said maybe she fell asleep. She said she was exhausted during your stream. We kept her up too late 2 nights in a row. The Bigfoot. Yes, the Bigfoot. Jet wash, the Bigfoot. So that's what I was thinking, Lisa. She must have just fallen asleep and is now missing our live stream. Well, Biwa, I'm actually working on a old school Raw video, and RVD is actually in it. And he faces Test and does the frog splash. So I don't know if I'll be able to release it tonight because I'm still editing it and had to put it aside to do this. But probably tomorrow I will be releasing it. So hopefully you will enjoy that. But yes, I don't know. Usually Dreams is the first one here, but not today. Oreo Dairy Milk Bar. Yes, the commercials they show drive me and Dreams crazy every Monday because they're usually all about food. Yes, ma'am. Speaking of hell yeah, Stone Cold Steve Austin's in that video too. Just FYI. I'm glad you did too. We will have to thank Dorito Lucha for hooking us up. Hi, Tilly. Queenie. So we have an ad for NXT on Wednesday. They are showing when Finn Balor won the title last week. And there is a, I believe, number one contenders match, or actually a North American title match. Dorito and Lucha know how to entertain those guys. Yes, they are. All right, we are back, and we have Cesaro, who has Montez Ford in a headlock type of move. He's kind of got his arms under his shoulder, and he gives him a big double axe handle on the back, goes charging into the corner. Montez Ford moves, and Cesaro went right into the shoulder first into the pole. And Cesaro tags in Shinsuke. Montez tagged in Dawkins, and we got Dawkins, who is in control of Shinsuke, and Cesaro comes in to try and double team him, and Dawkins isn't having it, takes both of them down. Big two, almost a 3 count on Shinsuke after getting Cesaro out of the ring, but Shinsuke kicked out on the count of 2. And we have Dawkins, who's still in control of Shinsuke. Ford and Cesaro are both not on the apron. They're both on the floor. So neither man could tag out if they wanted to. And Shinsuke kind of pinned Dawkins up in the ropes and then pulled him down to slam him down on the mat. Big spine buster from Dawkins to Shinsuke. Montez Ford goes up to the top ropes, fog splash, but Shinsuke got his knees up. Cesaro throws Dawkins out of the ring. Shinsuke goes for the pin, and Ford kicks out at the count of 2. Is the show still 3 hours? It's been a while. Yes, it is, Biwa. So 11 p.m. Eastern time is when it usually ends. And we had Cesaro doing the spin, and Shinsuke did the drop kick to Ford while Cesaro was spinning him. Went for a pin, but Dawkins broke it up. Now Cesaro is beating up Dawkins, and Shinsuke's on the outside. They got him tied up in the ropes, and Shinsuke gives him a enziguri to the side of the head. When you get a chance, please read your message on Facebook or text. Okay. And Cesaro just did a big elbow to Ford. Gets a close 2 count. And we are doing a replay of that move. Ford is trying to make his way back up. And we have Cesaro, who is still on him. And bigger uppercuts from Cesaro to Ford in the corner. And another big one, and Ford kind of just falls to the mat. Dawkins made the tag to Ford, so now Dawkins legal. Cesaro was unaware, and now he did a big splash and got the 3 count on Cesaro. So our winners are the Street Profits. Ooh, Street Profits. All right, let me see. All right. Nice. All right. So the Street Profits won the match. Again, it was a non-title match, champion versus champion, but the Street Profits kind of proved that they were the better team. In a way, the Cesaro and Shinsuke kind of controlled most of the match, but Street Profits won it. And we are on Michael Cole. It was funny seeing a young Michael Cole in my old school Raw video. Kind of funny. And we are on Mickie James and Asuka. They're talking about their match. Can't believe Mickie James is back again. Have no idea what they're going to do with her this time. I don't know what they wanted. What I want them to do with her this time. Do I really want her to be champion? I don't know. But she is facing Asuka for the title tonight. So we will see what their plan is. And now we have Angel Garza and Lana in the back. Lana is talking about Mickie James having a title match when in fact it should be Natalya that has it. And of course, Garza is hitting on Lana like he normally does. And here comes Vega. And she has some awful looking red eyeliner on. Garza is saying that he's tired of being blamed for Andrade getting beat. Garza says that she should be yelling at Andrade. He's the one that got beat last night. And now they are arguing. And I think Vega just deserted them, and now they are fighting in the back because Vega left them. I'm not really sure, Biwa. She did just sign a new contract, so I highly doubt it. At least not for a little bit. Joseph Grohl, hello. How are you? But yeah, she just signed I believe, a 3-year deal with WWE. So it's going to be a while before she can leave unless they cut her. Yes, Raven, they are fighting. And now we are on commercial. And more pizza commercials. Freaking pizza commercials. I hate the food commercials. They drive me insane with the commercials. The food commercials. I want them to stop the food commercials. Make them stop the food commercials. I don't know why that's not working. Don't know why that's not working. Pizza. Yes. I tell you, both Dreams and I both go crazy on Monday nights because that's all they do is show commercials. And Dream's not here to suffer my misery with me, but you guys are. Pizza, 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 Joseph. That's Little Caesars. That's not Papa Gino's. Joseph, get your pizza places right, please. I would appreciate it. Samsung. He got that mountain bike for $11. I want a mountain bike for $11. Not really. I'd like the stand mixer, though. I haven't seen Thomas. I saw Thomas when I first got home from work and haven't seen him since, Joseph. He's very mad at the mama. Thomas is my cat, for anyone that doesn't know, and Joseph loves Thomas and will attempt to start We Want Thomas chants. And there he goes with his chants. Yes, I brushed him and I put flea powder on him, and he's just not happy with me. So he's refusing to come out of where he's hiding. I saw him this morning before I went to work, and then I saw him for a little bit. Yes. And he absolutely hates wearing flea collars. He hates wearing any type of collar. And he acts like I beat him whenever I put one on. And the little bastard usually ends up getting it off at some point. I usually find it in a little wiggle in the house. Now we have Dominic Mysterio along with Aaliyah and his parents, Ray, and I don't remember the mother's name, but he is meeting Seth Rollins in a steel cage match. And now we have MVP and his Hurt Business coming out to the ring. Yes. Plus, he's probably mad at me, Joseph, because I closed the windows because it was getting chilly. And he likes the windows open because he's crazy like that. And yes, Alexander joined the Hurt Business last week. So apparently he's the one that's wrestling. Yes, the windows. He loves his windows open. He likes to sit in the windowsills and hates when Mama closes the windows. And I closed the windows. Not that. Yes. Well, I shouldn't say nobody. Not a lot of people like the Hurt Business, Raven. Jet Wash gets the diamond cutter. Seth, what's up? Seth, where the hell is your mother? Is she sleeping? Where is she? She was supposed to be here. All right, and MVP, of course, has a microphone. That's kind of what I figured, Seth. She was exhausted earlier, so. MVP's making an official announcement that business is booming. Thank you, beautiful Lisa. The Beck and Coco beware your asses. Okay. All right. For the ladies of the round table, Dreams is asleep. Cedric's talking about people throwing shade. He says this is his job. He does what he has to when he has to do it. Joseph Girl. Lisa says hello and then gives you a diamond cutter. And Cedric was talking about being part of the Hurt Business, and he is being interrupted by Ricochet's music. And out comes Apollo Crews and Ricochet. Apollo tells Cedric to call it like it is. They treated him like a brother, and he turned their backs on him. And he allowed himself to be manipulated by MVP. And now he has to live with the consequences of making that decision. We want Gary. Haven't seen Gary for a couple of days. I'm hoping he's doing okay with that headache. I don't even know Lisa. Aw, that's kind of cool. Thanks, Gaffer. Gaffer. Yes, Joseph, I miss Gary too. I just want him to take care of himself. Ricochet and Apollo are talking about Cedric joining the Hurt Club again and how he attacked Ricochet from behind last week. He says they came out, but not to beg him to come back. All right, Lisa. And Ricochet says that they came out to tell him that if he thought it was bad when the Hurt Business was attacking him, just wait to see what they have in store for him. All right, so we have the match starting. Ricochet quickly takes down Cedric, and Cedric is able to wiggle his way out and comes on the offense against Ricochet, throws Ricochet into the rope. Ricochet holds on, elbows Cedric, and throws Cedric out in between the ropes, and now he's going to fly over the ropes, but Cedric moves, and Ricochet gives him a big kick off the apron, and moonsault off the top rope onto the floor, onto Apollo. Bobby Cruz looked like he was going to get involved. I'm sorry, that was Shelton Benjamin looked like he was going to get involved. Apollo took him out. Bobby Lashley went to go get a hold of Apollo, and Eric from the Viking Raiders comes out to help Apollo with Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode with Bobby Lashley. That's all right, Biwa. All right, and we are at a commercial. So we had Eric from the Viking Raiders come down and kind of stop fighting Bobby Lashley. They were headed towards the back, so that should get rid of Lashley. So leaving at ringside, Apollo and Shelton Benjamin and MVP with Ricochet and Cedric Alexander in the ring. And commercial break again. At least it's not food this time. Oh, no. Sometimes they do be not all the time. NXT does it more than WWE does. Very rarely does WWE do it on Monday Night Raw. Oh, Joseph Locke. He heard you, Joseph. Joseph Thomas. How come we don't hear Jimmy's voice this time? Because I don't know what Jimmy is doing. He was working outside in the garage, so he may have just gone out to clean up his mess. I'm not really sure. So you got an appearance by Thomas Joseph. I'm very happy that he was able to oblige you and show up. He wasn't too happy about Bubba giving him kisses on camera. He hates when Bubba gives him kisses on camera. It's embarrassing. Right now, he's on my bureau just staring at me like, really, Mama? Really? Yeah. Really, Mama? Just try to move some stuff in case he jumps from the bureau to the table, which he does do sometimes. Joseph, you missed it Friday night. Thomas got into a fight. My neighbor's cat got into my apartment, and Thomas whooped his little ass. Yep, he knew you started his chat. Yep, I was on Lisa's stream, and I look over and see a ball of cat. And I was just like, oh, shit, threw my headsets down. Yes. Yeah, somehow my neighbor's cat got into my apartment. And he did, Joseph. He gave him a diamond cutter, had him cornered and everything. So we are back, and we have Cedric with Ricochet in a bear hug. Ricochet's trying to fight his way out. But I was very surprised because the cat is a little bit bigger than Thomas and definitely outweighs him. So I was very surprised that he held his own as well as he did. I was very proud that he was able to defend his own territory. So we got Cedric, who is still in control of Ricochet. Ricochet's able to fight out, though. Oh, and a big knee to the midsection by freaking Cedric to Ricochet. Puts him in a pin, but Ricochet is able to pin out. Yes, but Joseph likes to call it a diamond cutter. And we do still have MVP and Shelton Benjamin and Apollo Crews at ringside, and Cedric and Ricochet are in the ring. Isn't that supposed to be a female joining the Hurt Business? I heard something about it. I'm not really sure who it would be though. Maybe Lana or Natalia. Hey, mascot, how are ya? And we got Ricochet, who gave Cedric a nice drop kick. He's got MVP and Shelton Benjamin yelling in his ear to get up. Mascot, how are you today? How's life treating you, mascot? And we got both men up now, but Ricochet is the one that's able to give Cedric some body shots and a nice uppercut. Ricochet's getting fired up, and he gives Cedric a nice chop. Cedric almost looked like he was going to get tied up in the ring, in the ropes, but did not. Goes to fling him into the other ropes, and Cedric is able to block it. Looked like Ricochet tried to do a full Nelson, but Cedric also blocked that and then got a kick for it. I see Tamina joining. Possibly either that or Nia Jax, baby. Although that's the wrong show. She is tag team champion, but yes, Tamina possibly. That could be. Although I almost wonder if Tamina will go to SmackDown and join Roman Reigns to be in with Heyman. AEW gave Ricochet a nod not long ago. Very nice. And Ricochet is in a pin, but able to kick out on the count of 2. Ooh, and Alexander hits Ricochet with the lumbar check. It's 1, 2, 3. So Alexander wins the match. I kind of like the idea, mascot. I kind of like the thought of Roman being a heel. And I think it's quite interesting that they brought Paul Heyman back without Brock. And we have the lights out and Retribution going all around the stadium. One of them does look like Mia Yim. That girl looks like Mia Yim. I wonder if it is. Oh, maybe. All right, so let's see if we can figure out. So Mia Yim, we got possibly Velveteen Dream. Yeah, I can see that being Dragic or whatever his name is. I guess that could be Thorne. So yeah, a couple of those people do kind of look like NXT people just by their eyes. Good move for Roman. Actually, interesting to be a Heyman guy now. Yeah. Like I said, I think it's interesting for them to go there. I almost wonder if they weren't the ninjas, Joseph. They were Retribution. And a few of us believe that they're NXT wrestlers that have maybe been passed up. Mickey James. Yes, in a way. Well, they are very similar to the Dark Order. But they are not recruiting publicly like the Dark Order was. Mickey says tonight could be her very last chance to get the Raw Women's title. And that match is now. Oh, yeah, mascot. I love Paul Heyman. That man can spin the mic like nobody's business. He always has a way to make you love to hate him. Yes, just like Paul Bearer. So Asuka is making her way out to the ring. She is defending her title against Mickey James. I have always been torn. My favorite managers were Bobby Heenan and Paul. What the hell is his? I always stump with his last name. He was the manager of Legion of Doom and the Authors of Pain. Paul. See if freaking. Yeah, BY. He does handle himself very well. I think it a lot. Have you ever seen the documentary about him where he talks about how he started? He actually started in wrestling as a teenager and lied about his age, lied about his credentials. No, not Paul Orndorff. Paul, what the hell was his last name? He was a manager. He was manager for Legion of Doom and manager for Authors of Pain. Help me out, Joseph. And as soon as you say it, I'm going to be like, yes. How could I not forget that? How could I forget that? Are you going to wiggle it, Joseph? I could have wiggled it. No, not Paul Heyman. We were already talking about Paul Heyman. Paul Ellering. Yes, thank you, Biwa. Did you wiggle it? Just so you know, over here we renamed Google Wiggle. So if you Google something, you're actually wiggling it. Just a FYI. And by the way, hello, Ian. How are you? Muttley, how are you? AKA Muggsy. I know it was Sunny, but there was another guy. Joe, what the hell are you talking about? Nice. Are you home yet, Muttley? Sonny Ono? Sonny Ono was never manager to Legion of Doom. Sonny Ono was a WCW guy. I could be wrong. I don't think he ever came to WWE. I could be wrong. He may have. All right, now we got security and Adam. Ooh. We the Hurt Business. We don't run. Let us help you keep your job. Thomas. Muggsy. Squirrel. Oh, squirrel. Oh, Sonny the woman. Yeah, I thought Joe was talking about Sonny Ono. I was like, no, he was never manager. Body Donnas. No, the LOD. And we are going into the Mickie James Asuka women's title match. We were talking about our favorite managers. Squirrel. Yes, they did. I was saying that earlier that I wasn't sure what their plans were for her. Yes, mine were Bobby Heenan and Paul Ellering. Joseph Groves was Fuji. Phone back was screwing me. Your phone's always screwing you, Joseph. Oh, yeah, Captain Lou. Yes, Slick and Fuji. All right. Mickie James almost looks like she's trying to school Asuka, but really can't. Oh, and Asuka almost she almost got Mickie in the arm lock. And Asuka has Mickie in a headlock. Ooh, Asuka went to go run and Mickie tripped her up. Yep. Jimmy Hart was great at taking a beating. And we got Mickie James trying to do a pin on Asuka. Asuka kicked out on the count of 2. Tony. Ellering was not shit. Hey, Tony. Right there, Tony. Mickie James has Asuka in a little bit of a lock, gets pushed off, and Asuka is giving her some knees. Oh, Slickster, yes. Doing the white man jive. And Mickie is giving Asuka some knees. Oh, you're no longer Italian? Okay. Ooh, Mickie James has got a big knee to the face by Asuka. And Asuka almost had her kicked out at the count of 2. Yeah, Heyman's in there somewhere. Heyman's great on the mic. I was talking about his a documentary I saw on him on how he started. Mickey's stealing moves. Whose moves she stealing? Sheet. Ooh, another. Oof. Yes, I was Italian. I'm British now. Oh, so don't know what that means in British, but I'm sure it means something. Butterfingers. Sheet. Daniel Bryan and his wife steals his knee kicks too. Well, considering that Mickie James has been in wrestling a lot longer than Daniel Bryan, I highly doubt she stole Daniel Bryan's knee kicks. But yes, his wife did steal. Sheet. Joseph, sheet. You like that word, Joseph. Sheet. Sheet. I read that wrong. Sheet. Yeah, but just saying, everyone does those. Yes, they do. Everyone does. But I believe Mickie also did do them in her original run with WWE or WWF. I think it was WWF at the time. I love you. Keep it real, Doris. 4 wrestlers behind you. One of the 4 was halfway decent, and the other 3 sucked. Doors don't give a shit. Yes. That Butterfingers commercial was funny. Yes, it was. Yes. Yes. Halfway decent. What you mean? Who's halfway decent? Can you see my Undertaker? You better not be saying Undertaker's halfway decent. Tony, I will have to tombstone pile drive your ass. Oh, you can't really see him. Okay. You can only see his arm. He's over there. That's him right there. Right there. That's a big show. Brahat. Only see the 4 females. Yes. Hey, hanging with Mr. J. How are you? Sign the egg. Fishing with Christina. How are you? What's up, girl? Gamer. All right, we are back. And we have both women down. Mickey's making her way up, but so is Asuka. I don't know what's up with my phone. It keeps lagging. Joe's having the same problem, Christina. All right, so we got Asuka giving Mickey some elbows. She's in the corner. And she goes running in, and Mickey gets the foot up. She goes running back in, and Mickey gets the elbow up. All right. And Mickey goes with the spin kick. And Asuka with the hip attack. Yes, this is Paige. And Mickey is dancing her way to a possible victory. She's going up to the top. Not really sure if she's taking her sweet ass time getting up there. And Asuka catches her. Well, I agree on this one being useless. I could remove her if I had the choice. I only bought the damn thing because Jimmy said you need something for the men too. It's the only reason I bought the damn thing. And we got Mickey, who got a 2 count on Asuka. Asuka flips her around, gets a 2 count on Mickey. And now they're exchanging closed fists. And Mickey misses with a kick, gets a nice elbow to the head. All right, squirrel. Knees to Mickey. Just scroll until I reverse it into dirty deeds. Ooh, Joseph. She told you. And Asuka's still doing some kicks and goes to do another kick. And Mickey caught her and puts her in a half Boston crab. And Asuka is crawling to the bottom rope. Asuka rolled her up and 2 count. Mickey with the spin kick completely misses Asuka, but Asuka sells her move. 2, and Asuka grabs the bottom rope. Yes. And now we Asuka puts her in a armbar really close to the ropes. And Mickey puts her leg on the rope. Attempted pin by Mickey, but Asuka got right out. You're very welcome. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. 1, 2, almost, but Asuka kicks out. And Asuka into the Asuka lock. Is Mickey gonna tap out? Mickey gonna tap out? Mickey's trying to pin her. Oh. Uh-oh. What happened? What happened? Did Mickey What? What the hell was that? What the hell was that? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God, she looks fucking awful with that red eyeliner on. Why would you put a red eyeliner on? Why? Ooh, she just told Asuka she's an ingrate. She's talking about herself, the best in the business. Ooh, Asuka, punch her in the head. Ooh, Vega just slapped Asuka. And now she's gonna run because Asuka would whoop her ass. I don't know. I want some type of explanation from the ref on why Mickey couldn't continue. Yes, Biwa, she will. She will get owned. I mean, she's at least in WWE, has had not even a handful of matches. She's wrestled like 3 times total in the 2 years she's been in WWE. I don't know much about her from before she was here. Yeah, I don't know. No, she didn't, and the ref didn't say she did. The ref said she couldn't continue. So I'm not really sure what that was. And now we are talking to Keith Lee, who is going to be going against Drew McIntyre later tonight. Yes, lots of drama in WWE land. It's possible she may have gotten injured. The ref may have seen something. Maybe she may have looked like she passed out. I mean, her neck was creaked in a weird position when she flipped over. I don't know. And Keith Lee. Yes. Ooh, Keith Lee saying he'll do what he must. He don't want to take advantage of a injury on his friend. So Joe, your girl comes back on Friday to address Bayley. Or is she a girl again, Joe? You did ditch her to the curb as soon as she lost her title. I went right back to Charlotte. So who's your girl this week? Oh, it's boss time again? Okay. So yeah, well, that's the only thing I can think. Maybe she looked like she was passing out, and that's why he rang the bell to get Asuka to release the hold. I'm not really sure. Sasha. Yeah, Joe started out with Charlotte, then went to Sasha when Charlotte got hurt. And then as soon as Sasha dropped her belt, he went back to Charlotte. Ah, bubbies. Joseph is like you with your treats. He can't decide what he wants. Ah, bubbies. You gonna come sit with Mama? Make Joseph happy? I don't think so, Joe. I think he's gonna go, and there he goes flying. One of these days, I gotta get him on camera doing that. He jumps from like the table all the way into the other room in one leap. Oh, Joseph loves you, Thomas. Joseph loves Thomas. Sometimes I think that's the only reason Joseph comes to my streams is because he knows Thomas will make an appearance. Michael Cole is about the most boring. Yes. I don't know how Michael Cole still has a job. Thanks, Joe. I love you too, buddy. Michael Cole was much better when he was a heel announcer. He made a better Jerry Lawler than he did a JR. He doesn't make a very good JR. I miss JR. Oh, I get my own chair, Joseph. Thank you. John Womack, what's up? We are watching Monday Night Raw. Welcome, welcome. Joseph loves Michael Cole. Nice. Good to hear it, Joan. All right. So we got the Hurt Business MVP coming back out. And this time it's Bobby Lashley. Scheduled for one fall. I don't think it's for the title. They didn't say it's for the title. Gives the good boy a diamond cutter. I don't know, Joe. John looks like he's a little bit bigger than you are, so I don't know if you'd be able to get him in the diamond cutter. Could try though. He'd probably end up reversing it into like a full Nelson or something, just because he's like 3 times your size by the looks. Although it's kind of hard to tell on a camera, but an MVP has replaced Ziggler. Always worth a shot. It is, Joe. It's always worth a shot. Oh, and he is going against Eric, I believe, of the Viking Raiders. And Eric is by himself, no Ibar. Michael Cole says that Ibar is not here tonight because he's got a cervical injury. And he goes flying into Lashley, but Lashley dodges it and starts beating the crap out of Eric. I would never give Bobby Lashley a diamond cutter. No, Joseph, because he would fucking squash you. All right, I'm going to run to the bathroom. I will be right back. Hopefully this match don't end before I get back, but if it does, we'll talk about it when I get back. All right, I'll be right back. Oh, Eric, fighting back.
I was 14, and I call that my summer of freedom. It's like when I found the rest of the world. You know, a little fucking rope my parents and go forward. You know, found the other side of the city. Yep. Hell of a year. Hell of a year. Yeah, you know. What happened? Oh. So whereabouts in Maine did you follow? I've heard it. It's like the other big deal.
And Eyeball passes out from the full Nelson. Made it just in time. Made it just in time. Bobby Lashley needs to get away from MVP. The Hurt Business crap is a joke and will bomb real fast. Yes, supposedly, rumor has it that they are somewhat of reincarnation of Nation of Domination, which I can kind of see, but I think it would be better if they called themselves the Nation of Domination. Never mind, Jew, Seth says. But yeah, supposedly that's what they are supposed to be, is a reincarnation of the Nation of Domination. I think if they had a better mouthpiece, they would be better. Kevin Owens is talking about Aleister Black and his issues against him. Ooh. He said hardly anybody cared to knock on Aleister's door. Kevin Owens against Aleister Black. Is worth losing the title? Or a chance at the title, I should say. I would like to knock on his door and give him a diamond cutter. Joe, we've had this conversation. Aleister Black would fuck you up. Aleister Black is way too quick for your... See, look at that, Joe. He's incredible. Have you ever seen the man? He's like Muhammad Ali, man. Moves like a butterfly, stings like a bee. All right, apparently our cage match is next. No problem, Lisa. No problem at all. I just don't like Aleister Black. He a chump. I'll give him so many diamond cutters. I actually like Aleister Black. I think he's really good. He's incredibly fast. If they would just use him correctly, I think he would be great. I think he was a lot better in NXT than he is on Raw. I think they kind of dropped that ball when he came up from NXT. Lisa. I always cheered for Buddy Murphy than Aleister Black. Here is a dream match scenario for you. AEW Darby Allin versus Aleister Black. That would probably be a good match. Darby Allin's pretty good. Darby Allin has a lot of moves out of nowhere. Joseph moves like a bee, stings like a butterfly. Correct, gamer, correct. If the rumors are true that Miss McMahon is going to switch both Randy Orton and Roman Reigns theme songs, as a fan, what would you want them to be? Oh, I actually kind of like Randy Orton's theme song as it is because I think it matches his gimmick, the voices and all. As far as Roman, I think I'll give Aleister Black the freaking Hulk Hogan leg drop, brother. Yeah, and then he'd get up and punch you in the head, Joseph, because we already talked about Hogan's leg drop. Ain't nothing. Nothing, Joe, nothing. As far as Roman Reigns, I think maybe something a little more eerie than what his current one is. I used to love the Shield one. So if he went back to that, that would be pretty cool too. Hogan's leg drop shook the world. Shook his world, gamer. That's about it. As some other wrestlers say their grandmothers could do a better leg drop than Hogan could. When the rumor actually had said Vince is thinking of using Randy Orange Burn the Light theme song from the early 2000s. Right. Ah. Ooh. That's because Braun has no hair. They should have called it Impending Death from Above from the Golden Limb. Lisa, you abandoned me. I like Braun. He is on Raw now. Yes. Can't believe they're still working on this. Why can't they let Lesnar stay gone? Every time he leaves, they can't. They want to bring him back. Not a gamer. Sorry, I had to feed my kids, and then I got a phone call. Please forgive me. Cash cows, so to speak. Exactly. I think they use Brock as a draw, because there are still some fans that like him. Personally, I think he has outrun his worth, but Alexa Bliss heel persona doesn't fit what they're trying to build with Sister Abigail persona. Nikki Cross personality fits better with that character. Yeah, I could see Nikki being Sister Abigail. I think Alexa Bliss does have somewhat of a dark side to her. If you remember her in NXT, she kind of did a Nightmares on Elm Street theme with her tag team that actually Buddy Murphy was part of. I think she will do a good Sister Abigail. Why do they like him? It is well known that he hates people. Yeah, like I said, I think it's mainly he's a draw. I think they look at him like he brings in both MMA fans and wrestling fans. Yeah. When is Alexa new show going to appear? She was on SmackDown, Joe, and she hit a perfect Sister Abigail on Nikki. I can see each week they show a little bit more of the Sister Abigail gimmick. Do you know if Brock Lesnar sell high qualities of merchandise for WWE and that's the reason why they bring him back, or not really? I'm not really sure. I don't know about the merchandise. I think he draws fans in for some reason. So I think it's ticket sales. He doesn't work for his money either. As soon as you turn him upside down, it's over. He gets over it. Yeah. I just think they've kissed his ass for a long time, and that's the only thing I can see is that he sells tickets. Whether or not he sells merchandise, I'm not sure. I would assume so. If that's going to be the only reason they keep him around, to pay him all that money for 4 times a year. That's because Murphy's being X'd out. Seth Rollins is putting him out, blaming him for everything that's going wrong. Honestly, for me, Brock Lesnar. I agree. I don't think I think in his prime, he was a good wrestler, but I think his popularity went to his head. And I think he's more of a prima donna now than he ever was. Oh,
My arms on. I don't have the arms up high yet, but I got them out. You're out.
told you, Joe. They give so much money to part-timers and ditch the great performers, and they leave for greener pastures. Pretty much. If you watch Kurt Angle's matches into your name, he was technically not in his prime, and his matches were high quality draws, so I disagree with his prime. Anthony, I was talking about Brock Lesnar's prime, not Kurt Angle's. Hello, Wrestling Forever. Buddy Murphy has so much talent, he shouldn't waste time with Seth. Doris, tell Jimmy to freaking quiet down. We are trying to live stream here. How rude. Can you actually hear him? Oh my god, my friend wrestling forever. Kurt Angle was a bag of turd. Just scroll. Good to see you. But yes, Anthony, I was not referring to Kurt Angle. Woo, Joseph Kroll. Woo. Commercials. Ladies and gentlemen, Biwa, thank you both. How was your day today, Wrestling Forever 93? Woo! I prefer the right angle. That's what I'm saying, that I disagree with the prime argument. Even in his prime, it seemed like Brock didn't care enough to put up high quality matches or have personality when it came to promos either. I didn't say he had personality when it came to promos. I think he did more of a more amateur stuff back when he was young. I think he went less with his size and strength and more with wrestling technique when he was young. I think back then, even then, he did not like dealing with fans or the travel schedule. And I think that's why he left for a long time and then came back. Mike, brother, woo, Mike. Thank you, Mike. Maybe it's more Paul than Brock. Maybe, yeah. I mean, and that's why they've always stuck Brock with Paul, is because Brock is not good on the mic. He does not have a good personality type of thing. Like, he doesn't like to do the whole talking thing. And I think that's why they've always stuck him with Paul, because Paul is good at it. We want Thomas. Yeah, I don't know what Thomas's joke. He's not on either one of my bureaus. He's not in the window. He might be in with Jimmy. Oh, geez. I think if it was for a technical move match, I believe Kurt Angle would win. Goldberg is long gone, gamer. Goldberg cannot hang no more. That kind of happened at WrestleMania. Yes. R-Truth funny. Monday. Gamer NATO Potato. Gamer Potato. NATO Potato. Doris, do you think Peyton Royce will be a good single star? Peyton Royce, yes. Billy, no. I think Peyton Royce was the more successful wrestler out of the Iconics. You may disagree. I did not think Billy Kay was very good as far as wrestling. Otis is a Money in the Bank briefcase. He can now go to Raw too. Yeah, apparently there's some controversy with Otis's Money in the Bank briefcase. The contract that he had on SmackDown apparently had an old date on it. It's not a current contract. There's some rumor that may be a legal loophole, which if you watch SmackDown, Miz was talking about a legal loophole and said that he was going to have his lawyer look at the contract if he could get it. I definitely like the delusional heel better. I didn't really like the chicken shit heel that he was back when he was part of the Authority. I think this persona and this gimmick is a little more interesting than that one was. Yes. And Wrestling Forever, to answer your question about Billy Kay, there's rumors that she actually is going to be leaving WWE. I don't think it's been confirmed yet. As of right now, I believe it's just a rumor that she is going to be released. So it's a possibility that WWE agrees with us. All right, so it'll be interesting to see what happens here. I don't know how I feel about this whole feud. I would have thought by now that Ray would have come back. I understand they're trying to push Dominic, but him going against Seth Rollins is only believable to a point. If I was Billy Kay, I would be PO'd because she was once heavily pushed. Yes. Yeah, like I said, I'm almost at a toss because I don't know if like it was part of the gimmick that Billy Kay did not seem to have good wrestling technique. Was that part of the way they wrote it? Were they trying to make Peyton Royce seem better? I'm not sure, but from what I've seen of them, I've never really liked the way that Billy Kay wrestled. She seems, in the matches I've seen, she seemed very unsure with herself and seemed to lean on Peyton Royce a lot. Like I said, that could have been part of the storyline. The only time he was kind of a heel was in WCW when he was part of the Radicals, but even then they weren't really heel or face. They they kind of did both sides. Like they would interfere in each other's matches to get the win, but at the same time they always fought the bad guys. So they weren't really heels, but they weren't faces either. That is the only time I can think of that Ray was even close to a heel. Other than that, he's really always been a fan favorite. Seth, go watch my new one. Welcome back. Thank you. Just scroll. It's about time he came back. With the fuck the dactyls, you could tell Naomi was better. Yes. Yes. Naomi was definitely more athletic. Sup, Renzo? How are you? You mean the filthy animals, not the... Yes, I'm sorry. You're right. The filthy animals. Yes. I think he met Rey Mysterio. Let's get these hands, bye-byes. Heel Rey Mysterio was as the filthy animals. Yes. Do you prefer heel or stilettos? I can't walk in stilettos, gamer. I have 2 blown out ankles and I've had a knee replacement and I need another knee replacement. So, and I couldn't walk in stilettos back when both legs were good. So I wouldn't have a chance of walking in stilettos now. Yes, wrestling. I meant filthy animals, not the radicals. I misspoke when I said the radicals. It was the filthy animals. And I would say LWO, but he never really wanted to be part of LWO. That was kind of forced on him by Eddie Guerrero. And then when Eddie Guerrero was out, he was the only one that would still wear the LWO shirt, but then he was still face. Chavo. It's all good. Yeah, I wish Chavo was back in the US. I think he still wrestles in Mexico, or Japan. I miss him. I miss a Chavo. And that's one of the things that always bothered me too was Chavo Guerrero. They never really let him shine at all. He was kind of always an afterthought, almost like he was extra baggage that came with Eddie Guerrero, or that's how he was treated. They never really gave him a good gimmick that he could run with. He was like the crazy nephew, and if WWE brought back the Latin World Order stable, who would you put in the group as leader? The female wrestler, the tag team, mid-carder, and a cruiserweight. I would probably put in Zelina Vega as the female. The tag team, I don't know who I would put in as the tag team. The mid-carder, I would probably, although the tag team could be Lucha House Party minus Sin Cara. The mid-carder, Um, maybe and we have Dominic going crazy on Seth Rollins with the kendo stick. The mid Carter. I would probably make Umberto Carrillo. Although he would probably be cruiserweight, not a mid Carter. Although I don't know if he would. Yeah, I think his weight is cruiserweight. And the mid Carter. Go tell Daddy. Go tell Daddy. I'm trying to think of who I would make the mid Carter. I mean, if Dominic had more experience, I would say Dominic. But it's so hard to tell whether. Or maybe, all right, so Umberto Carrillo as the mid Carter, and then Chavo Guerrero as the cruiserweight. There you go. Hello, Nicholas Poulat. How are you? And Dominic is almost out. And Murphy goes after Ray because Ray was trying to help Dominic. And here comes Seth Rollins. Oh, Murphy just hit Rollins with the door. And Dominic's trying to climb out, and Buddy Murphy was trying to stop him. Yes, I do remember that. It's a possibility. But I hope that Dominic earns it. I could see, like, I don't see Ray wanting Dominic to be handed things. In singles, yes, Joe. But in the tag team match, him and Buddy Murphy lost. Oh, Falcon's arrow. Dominic is hurt. Two and a kick out. But yes, Joe, he is undefeated in singles, I believe, but in the tag team match, I believe him and Buddy lost. I gave Dom a lot of credit. Yes, I do too. To be able to know enough to be able to sell a match with the veteran. The score is like 5-5 Jet Wash. It's really close. It's a real nail biter. You came back just in time, Jet Wash. 1, 2, and a kick out by Seth. Stomp. Oh, it's over. Dominic has never been able to get out from the stomp. Is he going to kick out this time? Uh-oh. Another stomp. It's over. And once again, my son and I play SmackDown on my PS3, and he's 3, so I use a small guy or female. He usually picks Big Show or The Undertaker. He's a smart boy. But yes, Dominic has yet to kick out of the stomp. Sweet chin sausage. Lisa is ignoring you, Joe. Jet Wash. Lisa is ignoring Jet Wash. Why is Lisa ignoring you, Jet Wash? Oh, and Seth has he's gonna end up hitting Buddy Murphy with the kendo stick because Buddy Murphy hit him with the door. Watch. He's gonna beat the shit out of Buddy with the kendo stick. And Ray's gonna end up saving Murphy. I'm not ignoring anyone. I'm getting my crazy kids in bed. Holds, please. She can still hear you, bitches. And he's going to hit him with the door. That's the first time you didn't react to it. Daughters to believe the rumor of Ronda returning. I have Michael Foley's autograph on his plane ticket from Delta. He gave it to me. Jimmy. Not yet, Jimmy. Not yet. Yes. And that's what's going to happen, Joe. That's what's going to happen. They're going to end up befriending Buddy Murphy. And then Buddy Murphy's going to turn on Seth and help Dominic. And we are Raw Underground. Ziggler is in the ring with, I don't know who that is. I have an autograph on a bus ticket. I just gave it to myself. Very nice. Save that, gamer. It might be worth some money someday. Did you sign it as NATO Potato? I hope so. You should sign it as NATO Potato. Oh, Moss time, Joe. Moss time. See, Jimmy, I knew you liked Jet Wash's wiener. You wiener. Ooh, Ziggler just gave Riddick Moss a nice punch uppercut, and now Riddick Moss is beating the shit out of Ziggler. I want Gamer autograph. He is the coolest. Everyone says NATO Potato, yet it has no status on YouTube at all. He puts ketchup on my wiener all the time. I bet he does, Jet Wash. Ooh, big elbow from Moss to Ziggler. Oh, and there goes freaking Braun jumping in the ring, taking out Ziggler. And now he's going to take out Moss. And Moss is stupid enough to get back up and come running for more. And he gets a big slam down. And Ziggler comes back in. And he is going to get squashed. I put ketchup on my eggs. I put ketchup on my eggs too, Joe. On my wieners too. Be happy, Jet Wash. Sometimes he uses spicy mustard. Spicy mustard might sting. Everyone says NATO Potato. Oh, poor gamer. Everyone go watch Not a Great Gamer's NATO Potato. Search for NATO Potato. Do you think Paul Heyman will approve of Bray parroting him? I don't think Paul really cares. Knowing Paul Heyman, he probably finds it funny. The funny thing is, I don't know if a lot of people picked up on Wally the Walrus being Paul Heyman. I thought I was the only one, Doris, with eggs on ketchup. Nope. Skulls, man, get ousted with the steak bite. Yep, nope, Joe, I like eggs. I like ketchup on my eggs too. Jimmy will always say, do you have to? And I always say, yes, I have to. It's part of the fun. Of course I have to. My TV went out for a minute. What the heck? What the heck? What the heck, Joe? What the heck? The 5-year-old upstairs says that all the time, Joe. What the heck? Not that I'm trying to say you're like a 5-year-old, Joseph, because I'm really not. But yeah, so I think that Paul Heyman, I think he has the type of sense of humor that he's never been afraid to make fun of himself. So I think he would find Wally the Walrus very comical. I got my bill today. It's not late at all. I pay mine 3 days before due date. Nice, Joe. Whenever my TV goes out, that's the first thing Jimmy says to me. Did you pay the bill? Yes, I paid the freaking bill. Doris, do you think after Braun Strowman separated from the Wyatt family, it could have benefited him to have a manager like Paul Heyman or maybe a Paul Ellering to do all the talking for him? I think it could. I think Braun is growing into his mic skills, but yes, I think having someone to do the talking for him would have benefited him. I'm surprised there isn't a video of 3 rats singing in a dress playing tonight. Why would there be a video of 3 rats singing in a dress? Just wonder why it turned off like that. Or even Anthony, if they had Alexa Bliss stick with Braun and maybe Alexa Bliss be almost like a Sunny for Braun and do all of the mic talk, because Alexa Bliss is good on the mic. I think she's able to fire up the crowd when needed, and because I think his mic skills weren't up to par as soon as he broke away. Right. Like, yeah, I agree. I think he early on when he first broke away, he did need help. And I do think that it would benefit. Oh, tree rat. I was reading it as 3 rats. Ooh, sorry to announce the Stars, but the Pittsburgh Steelers won tonight. That's all right, Joe, because the Patriots won yesterday. So I'm good. Oh, and we got Drew McIntyre interviewing, and Keith Lee comes out. Oh. Keith's calling Drew out. Yes, he did, Joseph. Yes, he did. Yeah, I agree, Anthony. At least they're using him and using his power. Oh. Oh. Uh-oh. In the bathroom. We gotta have a bathroom fight. Not right now, Michael Cole. Not right now. Ooh, that's not good. At least it wasn't as bad, Shoulder. Ooh. You're not going to be able to separate them. Yes, it is. Although, if it was really old school Raw, they would have gone all the way in the bathroom. My buddy goes, he's a diehard Pats fan. He goes, Joe, Tom Brady looks old on the field. Yes, he was definitely showing his age yesterday. That's for sure. Braun Strowman. Uh-oh. What's gonna happen? Braun Strowman beating the crap out of everybody. What's going to happen with Titus and Braun? Moss goes down again. Titus is going on Braun, and Braun gets back up, has Titus in like a sleeper headlock. That's like a chokehold and shit. Braun Strowman. Doris, if Paige does return to in-ring competition, how would you book a return if she lead a stable upon her return? Who would you have in it? I don't know if Paige would return to in-ring competition. But I did like to see her when she was leading the stable of Asuka and Kairi Sane. I think she would make a very good stable leader. I would like to see her lead someone like and Aleister Black attacks Kevin Owens from behind once again. I would like to see Paige run a stable with maybe like Nikki Cross in it. Maybe do like a United Kingdom's elite team or something like that. With like maybe freaking what's her face from NXT, Rhea Ripley and Nikki Cross. Maybe have them two team together. The three of them kind of are all from England, as you know. I know Nikki's from Scotland, but it's all the same area, I think. Absolution was good. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Maybe if it was a male team, maybe like taking like Buddy Murphy under her wing. And who would be another one that's kind of lost on their own? Maybe like an Humberto Del Rio. I mean, not Humberto Del Rio. Humberto Carrillo. All right, Joe. Like some of the, or even Ricochet and Apollo Crews. But I almost think Lita would be a better stable leader for them too, because she was more high flying than Paige was. Not that Paige wasn't high flying, but I think Paige was more brute. Apollo 13. So yeah, like have them take some of the rookies under their wing. That's what I think the rookies are missing. Is someone to teach them. I'm sure they get some leadership from the back, but exactly. That's what I mean. Like she wasn't high flying, she was more technical, where Lita was high flying. So I think they would both do good to be running a stable. But I think they should have rookie wrestlers that are more in their styles. because I think they would have more to offer. Not that Lita was ever great on the mic. She was good on the mic. She wasn't great. I do think Paige was better. So yeah, that's maybe like Murphy or Umberto. And we have Aleister Black and Kevin Owens in the ring, and Aleister Black is in control. Kevin Owens seems to have hurt his knee again. He's still having problems with that knee. And Aleister is taking advantage of that. He has him in a knee lock. Back, check my football fantasy team. You left me for your fantasy football team, Joe? Really? That's why you left me? Really nice, Joe. Really nice. Kevin Owens was able to fight out of that hold. Are you liking the Natalya Mickie James feud? I'm enjoying it, but just like the boat name for Natalya. Yeah, I don't mind the feud. Although they've almost kind of put it on the shelf to put Mickie in a title match, although I think that's to lead further into the feud between her and Natalya. As far as the boat nickname, I almost feel like that's a play on Bret Hart's The Best There Was, The Best There Is, The Best There Ever Will Be. Very nice, Joe. At least you left me to shut somebody else up. I definitely don't like Natalya with Lana. The only thing I can guess is they're trying to use Natalya to kind of tutor Lana. Because they really have nowhere to put Lana. She's not a good enough wrestler to carry herself. Yeah, I don't really like Lana either. I think she was better as a manager than she is a wrestler. I don't think she belongs in the ring, or at least not yet. Yeah. I mean, and that's the only thing I can think is that they're using Natalya to try to give Lana a purpose. Part of me almost thinks they signed Lana to a contract to try and force Rusev's hand, which kind of blew up in their face because Rusev left anyway, and now they're stuck with Lana, who's not very good in doing anything. Mainly because they had already signed Lana to a contract. They signed Lana first and then started negotiating with Rusev. And that's why I think they almost signed Lana to try to force Rusev to sign his contract and give in to their negotiations. But and the lights are going out. Oh, that would be a very good stable for her. Kevin Owens wins his match against Aleister Black with what seemed like a little bit of help from Retribution. But yes, I think that would be a very good stable for Lita, Anthony. I would agree with all three. Yeah, I think Umberto Carrillo and Swerve Scott are kind of in the same boat. They need someone to work the mic for them. You don't really hear from Isaiah Scott, and he seems to almost becoming an afterthought in NXT, which isn't good because if he's an afterthought now, he's going to be a nothing when he eventually comes up to the main roster. Lisa does not deal with drama. And she does. She layeth the spacketh down on drama. She is right. There is way too much drama, and people are too quick to how do you put um almost too quick to jump into situations that are not that don't involve them. What are your opinions on my stable? I already said, Anthony, I agree with that. I think that's a good stable for Lita. Diamond cut is for everybody. But yes, too much drama, too much people getting butthurt over things that the person who has the right to get butthurt over isn't getting butthurt over. Kind of like the people who are offended by the Redskins or um, just it's like if it doesn't involve you, it would be different if everyone involved asked. But anywho, it's the same people that ask for fucking oatmeal in their Starbucks. True, true. Oh, I heard. Tell him, Lisa. Grr. Yep. Diamond cut is for everybody, Joe. It's like if I wanted your opinion, I'd squish your head. If I don't squish your head, that means I don't want your opinion. So keep it to yourself. Don't involve yourself into something that doesn't involve you. The Riot Squad. I would never face to face say half the shit I say, but YouTube rocks and we all good peeps. All in good fun. That's why I hang here. True, Jet Wash, true. It's all about the fun, as Jimmy likes to say. It's all about the good times. Train spotting fan. Hey, how's it going? I still remember when Paige came over to Raw from NXT. She walked in a rookie and walked out WWE Devious Champion. The first night on Raw, that was a hell of an effort. Very true, train spotting fan. Very true. Right? Like, we got nothing to win, whatever the hell is going on. And quite frankly, I could care less what is going. My name is Brant, and I'm not on it. Jet Wash gets a diamond cutter, and Gamer wants granola apparently. Blah blah. Iron Sheik is my friend, dude. I follow Iron Sheik on Twitter. I twittered him, and he did not Twitter me back. And out comes Natalia and Lana. I spit on you, Hulk Hogan. You son of a bitch. Jet Wash Outdoors, right? It's about the good time. You know how our channel is. You don't like, no one is forcing you to be there. I have a blast doing what I do on here. Okay, moving on now. In the boss, I met Andre the Giant. Nice. Hulk Hogan is one of the greatest, with all due respect. I know the chocolate chick. Doris, you're supposed to say if you don't respond, I spit on you. Yes, I spit on you. It was in a restaurant in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. He would give an autograph. And we got Natalia beating the shit out of poor Liv. And this is what drives me crazy. They were giving Liv a push, and then they were kind of like, yeah, forget it. Dar spits on it first, it means she cares. Yes. And there was no more beer. Andre could drink. That's never a good thing when Andre runs out of beer. Take it fucking dry. Oh, Lana getting her ass handed to her, of course, and pinned very easily, of course. So, what do you guys think about the Riot Squad facing Shayna and Nia for the tag titles? Out of Cherry Vaseline, thank you to Lisa. Nice, nice. And they gonna kill Lana. I am rooting for Shayna and Nia. Limbo Doors did it again. Oh. Laughing my butt off. Did it again. Oops. Say it, Lisa. Oops. Did it again. Doris always does it again. Yes. And now we are moving on to our main event, which is Drew McIntyre and Keith Lee. Very nice, Doris. Very nice. Very nice, Lisa. Very nice. We want Thomas. Thomas is on my bureau right over there, Joe. Yep. He looks like he's actually taking a snooze. And he would be very upset if I went over there and disturbed him right now. But I'm sure he'll get up soon because he's not curled up in a ball yet. Usually, you know, he's in for the night when he curls up in his little ball. And then he turns his head. And when he wants lovins, he gives you bellies. He loves to have his belly scratched. And that's when he gives you his little love bites, is when you rub in his bellies. Tomish. Now he's looking at me like, what do you want, woman? It's not me, it's Joe, Thomas. It's Joe. He seems to not give a shit, Joe. He's like, I don't give a shit. I spit on you, shit. When my cat was alive, he would steal my chair and I would find another spot. I do the same thing with both Thomas and Tilly. If Tilly lays in my recliner, I'll go sit in one of the other chairs, even though my recliner is comfortable. And I still say I don't think it's right because Tilly will climb up into this chair, and not once has she climbed up in Jimmy's chair, his new office chair. Nope, I didn't even have my chair for a day, and she was laying in it. I was like, really? Really? It's not even right. Not even right. Huh, bubbies? It's not even right. Thomas will lay in Jimmy's chair, though. He likes Jimmy's chair. Doris, do you think that Raw Underground could stand out by having different setups for the ring? Like, what do you mean different setups? Like different, instead of no ropes, maybe doing like octagon one week and like plexiglass, or even though I know he knows I prefer right. When my girlfriend sat in my chair, I said, "Get the heck out of my chair. Get the heck out of my chair." And that's not right, Joseph. You threw your girlfriend out of your chair. Not very nice. And then she probably fucking diamond cutted you. Like one looking like resembling the bar or no holds barred. Yeah, like if they changed it a little bit from week to week, I think that would be pretty good. I think it would even hold its own the way it is. But I think it definitely needs its own time slot if it's going to go anywhere. I think having 10 minutes in the middle of Raw is just kind of stupid. It makes it seem like it's an afterthought. It makes them seem like they're desperate for ratings. Another one could be a circle. Cause Lisa, would you get a diamond cutter? And if she did, Jill, the diamond cutter would be from you because I would never give my sister a diamond cutter. We're back on Raw Underground, and Braun Strowman is still beating guys to a pulp. So what do you think? Is it Bobby Lashley that gets in and puts a stop to Braun? Riddick Moss gets up one more time to be thrown down a third time, and in comes Ziggler again to be thrown down again. Up, and Moss and Ziggler are attacking Braun, and Braun's still holding his own. He just knocked Moss the hell out. Joseph Grohl, you can try. I like the challenge. She'll kick your ass, Joe. Speaking of Underground, I would wonder if they should try to get Steve Blackman, Dan Severn, or Haku as hosts of a segment. I think that would be pretty cool. I think, and I said that from the beginning, I think that they should take some of the wrestlers who were known for their MMA or martial arts background and put them in Raw Underground. Like I think Shayna Baszler would be good there. I think Ronda Rousey would be good there. Ooh, Lisa, he just said don't sing it, just bring it. He thinks he's the Rock and shit. Lisa, I think he should whoop his ass. Spring Stampede, man. That's what I've decided we're going to name it. Our main event, Spring Stampede, hun, Thomas. All right, Joe, this may be your last time. Your last time, Joseph. Last times. Did you get to see him? He's like, fuck you, mama. You want to put me on camera. Fuck you. Fuck you, mama. You want to put me on cameras. Like, damn Joseph Grohl guy. He's a cataphil. He's a cataphil. He's a cataphil, huh? He's a cataphil. Ah, Thomas. All right. So we got Drew McIntyre in the ring. Keith Lee's making his way back down to the ring. Joseph Grohl, I love you too. He should not be able to do the things he does, MVP says about Keith Lee. I like the fact that they might be putting Keith Lee into a heel because the whole Bask in His Glory persona is better as a heel instead of a face. It is. It kind of reminds me of a Bobby Roode type of thing. His glorious persona. All right, so McIntyre kicks Keith Lee, and now he's coming out with fists of fury. and he sidesteps Keith Lee. Keith Lee gives him a kick to his jaw, supposedly, and he puts McIntyre over the top rope. Anthony kind of like King Mabel. Do I like the fact that they might be good? Yeah, like, I definitely think the Glorious and the Bask in My Glory, I definitely think that's a better heel persona gimmick. Especially where, if you saw the exchange earlier with him and Drew, he seemed he seemed almost egotistical, which we really haven't. I mean, he's had a little bit of an ego up till now, but not like he was. So I can, because I think Drew being face is a hit with the fans, so I can see them keeping Drew as a face. And I think this is a perfect beginning of a storyline feud between Drew and Keith. You know, the friends, and he blames Drew for interfering in his matches, costing him losses. And therefore he turns on his friend. So yeah. Candy. I have no candy. Me neither, Joe. I have no candy either. You know what I almost bought yesterday when I went shopping? Cracker Jacks. I saw a pack of boxes of Cracker Jacks, and I thought of you and thought of buying them and going, Joe, look what I got. Look what I got. I got Cracker Jacks. I did not buy them, though. I withheld the temptation of buying the Cracker Jacks solely to tease you with them. You're welcome. I had some Cracker Jacks yesterday. I bet you did. Did they buy you a tub of them for your birthday? They probably did. Oh, speaking of which, before I forget, Wednesday, I think I'm going to do my giveaway for my 200 subscribers. I know I'm over 200. I was trying to figure out how to do the drawing fairly. For those of you that don't know, this is, I'm sure you know who it is. It's Alexa Bliss. And I was planning on giving this away in a drawing type of thing. And that's what I was trying to figure out, was how to fairly do the drawing in a fair way. And Jimmy and I actually capped and participated a little bit. We figured out 2 different ways I could do it fairly, but both ways you have to be in the stream. So I'm thinking about doing it on Wednesday. Maybe I'll do it at the end of the stream on Wednesday. And I am either going to have Nightbot do it. Apparently you can have Nightbot pick the winner out of people that commented in the chat. Or, that's why I said the end of the stream, Joseph. Or if I don't do it that way, what was also suggested was I assign each person that comes into the stream a number, and then have maybe like Jimmy pick a number out of a hat, and whoever was assigned that number when they came in would be the winner. All right. If they're turning Keith Lee heel this semester, fact that I might be right that he might be the leader of Retribution with Dominik Dijakovic. Yes. And also the cements the fact that it's kind of a coincidence that all of these attacks with Retribution happened weeks before Keith Lee debuted on the main roster. True. Standing like a crab sitting on the toilet. But yes, when they were on earlier, I could see what you were saying about the tall one looking like Dominik Dijakovic. There was also one that looked like Mia Yim. There were a couple of people that kind of looked familiar as far as NXT people. But yeah, I can see the leader being Dominik Dijakovic, especially where we really haven't seen him much on NXT. And Mia Yim being Keith Lee's best friend or one of his best friends. They made that comment. I think it was last week about her being kind of lost since he came to the main roster. So yeah, I could see that. And that would add to that storyline. You are correct. If he did heel. And you, like I said, you can kind of see a heel turn coming. I mean, and that would also explain the reason for Retribution. Like Retribution for Drew costing him matches, not like if he loses tonight, not giving him a title match. But yeah, I agree, Anthony. If he goes heel, that would add to that storyline and make it more believable. And the storyline fits with Keith Lee as well as he wants Retribution, but on the main roster for them making him have a short title reign. Yes. But yes, I agree, Anthony. All right, so Keith Lee going on the top rope. And he's pulling Drew up. Is he going to be able to do the... No, McIntyre is fighting out of the suplex. Let's see. Keith's going to try again. Is he going to be able to make it this time? Yes. All right. So 1, 2, and of course, Drew kicks out. But yeah, Anthony, and I can also see them, like Keith Lee losing tonight, Randy Orton coming back, and Drew McIntyre, I'm sorry, Keith Lee and Retribution involving themselves in Drew's match. Or if Keith does win tonight, Retribution helping him win the match at Night of Champions. How do you book the match at Night of Champions with Roman Reigns and Jey Uso? I almost see that as if they are bringing back Brock Lesnar, which I think they are. I believe Brock Lesnar is going to have something to do with that match because this storyline is kind of, and here comes Retribution. There you go, Anthony. Oh, My idea, Paul Heyman goes to Jay's locker room before the match to pay him off, saying if he wins the title, you are determined detriment to the family legacy, so lay down so Roman can retain. I see Paul Heyman bringing Brock Lesnar in to interfere in the match and cost Roman the title. It very much, in my eyes, follows the storyline they did with the Giants back when Paul Heyman became the Giants manager and the Giant won the title. Paul brought Brock Lesnar back in and they betrayed the Giants. Ah. All right, so the Hurt Business is coming out. What the hell are they going to do against the 30 guys that are in the ring? Let's see. All right. So yeah, Joe, something's got to happen. Joseph Kroll. Something's got to happen. But yeah, Anthony, I can see your whole Keith Lee Retribution storyline. And it would make sense in both aspects, whether Keith Lee goes to Night of Champions or not. I can see where there was no winner tonight, them making Night of Champions a triple threat match with Keith Lee, Randy Orton, and Drew McIntyre. And then Retribution coming in Keith Lee's to assist Keith Lee in winning the match. Yeah, Joe, they're not ninjas. That's the only thing. They're not ninjas. They're Retribution. I'm glad that they're actually moving forward with the storyline, though, instead of just having them do the same thing week after week. But yeah, I would like to see it kind of flower more into a more directive where you could kind of see it going. Anthony J. Uso using the Rikishi defense and refusing to be held back. Okay, I hate those jumps. Right, that's my only thing with either Roman or Jay. Taking a storyline where they lie down. I think there's too much of a family legacy there. Even if it was just storyline, I don't know if I could see either one doing it. The only way I could see it happening is if Jay attack Drew and Keith, not just Keith, or do you think that they do that to throw the fans off, Keith Lee being the leader with Dominic Dijakovic? I think they do that to lead away from fans believing that he has something to do with it. Joseph, you go ahead and get a Hurt Business t-shirt. I think you should, Joe. But yeah, I can see that them trying to separate Keith Lee from the Retribution storyline to keep people guessing. Because I think with all the rumors online, I think people are getting too close as far as guessing who they are. And I think they're trying to throw people off, and they want people to believe that it's not NXT superstars, even though we all pretty much recognize them as NXT superstars. I'm kind of surprised that MVP Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin then try to pull off one of the masks to reveal one of the members of Impact Wrestling did with Access and Aces and Eights. Yeah, I think that I could see something like that happening like at Night of Champions. And that's when it comes to fruition that it's really all part of Keith Lee's plan. It's really all part of his scheme. When Dijakovic's mask is taken off. Or Mia Yim's mask being taken off. It would be shocking if Triple H repeated Vince McMahon and was the mastermind of Retribution. I haven't seen Dexter Lumis on NXT. I hope he's not part of that group. It's funny that you say that, Joe, because I was wondering the same thing. So I was like really looking at their eyes to see if I could see those like ice blue eyes. But I don't know if they would make him one of the main people until all the other ones came in towards the end of that interview segment where they were talking, because I think his eye features would definitely give it away that it was NXT. Because yes, he hasn't been on NXT lately, and neither has Dijakovic, which is part of the reason why I think Dijakovic is part of them. Granted, they explained it away by him being hurt, but I just think it's kind of peculiar that they mentioned Mia Yim not having any direction. It was like last week or the week before without Keith Lee, and saying how close they were, and he was basically her best friend in the locker room, and now she had no like road, nowhere to go. But yeah, so Anthony, I kind of agree with your storyline. maybe they'll shock us and it'll be something completely different, but I'm kind of leaning that way myself. So we will have to see. That no, I don't see that. I think if it was Wade Barrett that they would almost make him one of the main people, and I think his accent and his voice would give it away. But it would be interesting, especially where he just came back as an announcer on NXT. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I mean, because there seem to be more bigger ones in this attack than there have been the past couple of weeks, like taller ones. Which, if you think about NXT, yeah, there's some tall guys, but there's not that many tall guys. So it kind of narrows down the numbers of who they could be. But yeah, it would be interesting, but I think Wade Barrett would have to be the mouthpiece because I don't know if he's physically capable of wrestling. Right. He would be like the organizer. So I think he would be the one. I mean, unless they're purposely not having him be the talker because people would know for sure if it was him. Yes, he was. And he was a good mouthpiece, and I think he is. I think he's very good on the mic, so I think he's good in that position. So it would be interesting though to see it go that route as almost like a Nexus 2.0 type of thing. Oh God. Yeah, I think that's a little far-fetched, but I wouldn't put it past them. Because I think, although, yeah, I mean, because Regal is incredibly proud of NXT, so I could almost see it. I mean, and the main reason why other than the way they look and their like the familiarity of them, is because we're going into Survivor Series. So I think that this is leading to a Survivor Series with WWE versus NXT. And Joe, I'm sorry that you're back to work tomorrow. Did you at least have a good birthday and vacation? I hope so. Good luck with that, Joe. I mean, so yeah, I guess Regal could be an organizer or a mouthpiece. Like last year for Survivor Series, it was Triple H that brought NXT to invade Raw and SmackDown. So just not to repeat the same exact thing, have it be Regal this time as like the organizer. Yeah, I can see it. All right, guys, I have some stuff to get done before I go to bed, and I do have to get up for work tomorrow. But we will have to see how the Retribution storyline turns out and watch for more clues to see if we are correct in what we think is going to go down. I thank you guys for watching with me again tonight. And don't forget, on Wednesday, we're doing the drawing. So show up on Wednesday if you would like to be entered into the drawing for the Alexa Bliss picture. Other than that, I really got nothing else to say. Thank you all. And I will see you Wednesday at 8. I may be on Jimmy's stream tomorrow night. Not sure. But if I am, I will see the ones who show up. Very cool Wrestling Forever. I hope to see you on Wednesday. Everybody else, like I know Joe will be there. Anthony will probably be there. So yeah, I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Peace out. Thank you very much. I've enjoyed it. Have a good night. Joe, have a good day back to work tomorrow. Hopefully it goes without any hitches. And have a good night, everyone. Thank you. Bye.